Blessings, blessings, blessings and love, blessings and love. How are you? How are you? This is Reverend Valerie Love, Divine Midwife of Soul Destiny, Christian witch, and the author now of 17 books on practical spirituality. I'm here in my temple, and this is a really a powerful message that I'm about to deliver. And I understand and recognize the depth and the breadth of what I'm about to say. Because what I'm about to say will probably set a lot of people off. It will probably set, hey Atara, how you loving? It will probably set a lot of people, I don't know what it's going to do to a lot of people. All I know is that I'm here to speak truth. Now, before I go into this message, there's a couple of things that I want to share with you. First of all, what is my intention in doing this message? I always start with an intention. My intention is not money. I don't need money. I already got money. I'm paid by God. So for the people that will watch this vid and say, watch this message and say, oh, she just doing it for the money, you can eliminate that because I'm not motivated by money. Number two, if you've never met me, I'm Reverend Valerie Love and have done several, uh, oh good Lord, several messages on my YouTube channel that people did not like, right? And as I was praying before I bought this message about the quote unquote dirty secrets of Wakaya perfection, before I bought this message, I was sitting here being still and praying for the Holy Spirit to take over my mind and my mouth so that every word that comes forth is truth spoken from love. Okay? I turned off the comments on YouTube because I really, I love the YouTubers. You know how I love my love tubers. I love my love tubers. I turned off the message on the commenting feature on YouTube on this video so that I could focus exclusively on delivering this message to you the best of my ability and to do it with all fidelity and integrity and truth. First of all, I want to say this. To all the people at Wakaya Perfection that I've ever worked with, I love you. I appreciate you. I love you. I hate on no one at Wakaya Perfection. I love everyone. I love everyone. Everyone. So I just want to give a big shout out of love and appreciation to everyone I've ever worked with at Wakaya Perfection, everyone that has ever been a part of our success at Wakaya Perfection, everyone who has ever heard of us at Wakaya Perfection, everyone who has ever been with us on the journey at Wakaya Perfection, big shout out of thanks and love. On to the message. So currently, the one who enrolled me in Wakaya Perfection, Andre L. Vaughn, is incarcerated. And I know that's probably not shocking news to a lot of people because it is all over the internet, okay? It's public information. Now, why am I doing this video at this time? I received the inspiration this morning to do this video today. And here's why. Here is my true reason for doing this video. Because people are suffering thinking that they're going to get something that they're never going to get. People are having their dreams tampered with. They're never going to get their dreams there. It's never going to happen. Yet that's the lie. And that's the front. So I'm going to tell you the inside scoop. I'm going to tell you the inside story because I was on the inside for over 2 years. Because I was called by Andre Vaughn, who I dearly love and appreciate, and will be burning candles for him and doing altar work for him while he is serving his 10 months in incarceration. I will absolutely be sending him love, probably will visit him, and very likely will send him letters. Of course, send him letters because we have been a part of a prison ministry. First and foremost, I'm a minister. I delight in no one having a difficult lesson. No one. I do not wish difficult lessons on anyone. Sometimes we get them. Sometimes we get difficult lessons. I do not wish difficult lessons on anyone. So I have nothing but love and appreciation for him as a person and for who he is. And first and foremost, I want to remind you, yes, I'm a businesswoman. Yes, I'm an author. Yes, I'm a coach. Yes, I'm an inspirational speaker. But first and foremost, I am a minister of the living God. That is first and foremost. If I'm nothing else, I am a minister of the living God. I stand for truth and I stand for freedom. Freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. None of which you will find at Wakaya Perfection. None of which. So how did it begin? First of all, my relationship with Andre Vaughn started many years ago. I've known him for many years. I was at his wedding. I was there when I was invited to the christening for his daughters. I was at the church when his twin daughters were baptized. We've known each other for many years, and we've created a lot of success together. So when I first met him over 10 years ago, it was somewhere around 2015. No, 2005. This is 2019. Wow, it'll be almost 15 years that he and I have known each other. We met in 2005. And the first business venture that I had with Andre Vaughn, it was very successful. It was called FDI, Financial Destination Incorporated. And Bill Landrioli was the president and founder of FDI. It was all about financial education for people, and you know that's right up my alley. I was just coming out of being a financial planner at American Express. I had sold my financial planning practice, and so I was all on board with teaching people all about how to take care of their money, how to grow, how to be wealthy. You see, in my DNA is seeing people win. Like, that's in my DNA. I can't even help myself, whether I'm winning or not. I already know I'm going to win. There are certain people, you just know they're going to be at the top of everything. That's not from pride. That's from appreciation of what God put in me. And God put this in me for me to serve and to share and to give. Just like God gave every person gifts. No one got any better gifts than anyone else. No one's better than anyone else. Everyone is different. An individualized expression of the Most High. So we had all this success, and it was great. Yet even back then, I noticed that there were some things that were borderline. Are these legal? Are we supposed to be doing this kind of stuff, right? Not to incriminate anyone or anything. Just things that were questionable that come up in your spirit is, oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to do that, right? Questionable. So I just kind of shied away from it. After being at FDI, I had so much success at FDI because I know people on YouTube, they love to come and comment on your videos and say, you didn't do the work. That's why you didn't have success. Well, let me shut those people up because I was freaking at the top of the company. That's not bragging. That's just truth. I was on the charts every single month. I probably recruited more people in Wakaya Perfection than 95% of the whole company. I brought in about 125, 150 people, somewhere between 125 and 140. I lost count. Over 100 people that I recruited into the company at $4.99. They had no problem with it. Why? Because that's the thing I thought I was supposed to be doing at the time, and indeed that was the thing to be doing at the time. And I'm an all or nothing gal. I don't half-step shit. I bring it. I'm fanatical by nature, if you haven't noticed. And when I do something, I'm doing it. Like I'm doing this video right now. I'm not doing nothing else, and I'm giving you all I have and all I can. That's just that's how I play. And I don't like half-ass people, and I don't like, are we doing it or are we not doing it? Because I'm not going to do it and kind of do it. No, I'm all in. So I was all in, and we had so much success that I said, well, I'm going to start a weekly meeting, right? So I started this weekly meeting, FDI. People were coming from all over. It had like 300 people in the room. I mean, every Wednesday night at Camelot, some of you watching right here, right now, probably was there. It became legendary in FDI. And I had my flip chart, and I would tell people about how to get out of debt, how to cancel student loan debt, how to take care of your family financially. Come on and join FDI. Man, people would join and grew a huge business. Did a lot of real estate investing. It was awesome. After a while, Spirit told me, be out. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? I didn't know that a storm was brewing. Be out. I was like, okay. And thank you, God, that I'm connected to Spirit and I listen, even when I don't really want to do it. Because I don't always want to do it. Sometimes I'll be like, nah, God, I ain't doing that. Mm-mm. I know my blessings are on the other side of it, but I'm too freaking afraid to do that thing right now. So, but eventually I come around to doing it. And God trusts us. So God knows we're going to come around eventually to do the divine thing that we're here to do because it's what we want to do anyway, right? So around December of 2008, I was being coached by Reverend Dr. Yala Van Sant, and Reverend Dr. Yala Van Sant asked me what was the vision, because I was in Intervision's personal development, maybe 2007, somewhere around there. Intervision's Institute for Spiritual Development, and I was about to go into ministry. I was in the personal development program, and she said, "What's the vision?" I said, "Prisons." It's funny, I knew I had a prison ministry back then. I said prisons because I always saw it, helping people who have incarceration experiences. Because I know that sometimes the scales are tilted and we have a lot of unfair experiences in the legal system, especially for people of color and especially for men of color. So, and the other thing was Africa. And she said, Africa, well, we can make that happen. 2 months later, I was in Africa. Before I left, I was just feeling all this stuff, and I told Financial Destination, I'm leaving, I'm out. They were like, what, Val? Like, because I was having success. I was just, something was changing. The call to ministry was just becoming stronger and stronger. I'm a minister, I'm going to follow that. It was a divine unction. I followed it, and I said, okay, I'm going to be out. Okay, so I was out of Financial Destination. I didn't know that the storm that was brewing was that eventually, somehow, Financial Destination was going to become a part of Longevity. Very good company, long-term, excellent reputation. Longevity has an excellent reputation for products, excellent reputation for integrity. So when I heard that FDI was being bought by Longevity, I was kind of surprised because FDI used to be a financial services company. It didn't seem like it was in alignment with Longevity, but I had been away for a while and there had been changes going on all along. But somehow FDI and Longevity came together. And what I loved about that was that in that period of time, business-wise, Longevity owned Soul Purpose, who was Nadine Thompson's company. I love Nadine Thompson. I love Soul Purpose. And at the time, it was Soul Purpose then. Now she has a different company. But at the time, it was called Soul Purpose. And Nadine, and I was like, oh my God. And I was a person that was in Soul Purpose, and I used to buy the products, and I loved the products. So I was like, oh, great. If Longevity also owns FDI, also owns Soul Purpose, maybe I can buy my Soul Purpose products, and help the whole dynamic. But it didn't ever really turn out that way. Years later, Andre Vaughn and several other people leave Longevity. I was not privy to what happened because I had already left before they went and merged with Longevity. I was not part of the Longevity experience at all. I can't tell you what happened then. I was not there. I don't speak to things that I don't know about. Fast forward to February of 2016, when Andre Vaughn gave me a call and said, we're starting this new company, it's going to be great. And in my spirit said, yes, Wakaya Perfection. And so right away, I looked at it. That night, we looked at it, we loved it. It was a group of us in the room. We went for it. In going for it, all along the way, I saw integrity breaches. Like, whoa, no, we're not doing that. And behind the scenes, Andre Vaughn and I have had conversations that other people are not privy to. And at one point, we had a conversation that was like, if you don't fucking change this, we're gonna have a problem. I'm going to talk to Bill. I'm going to talk to whoever I need to talk to because I'm not fucking doing this. And it got smoothed out. So I want to say something about this. It is time for the lies at Wakaya perfection to be over. I see people now that Andre has been incarcerated, and I don't know what the company has told the people there, that their star quarterback is behind bars. I don't know how the company is going to continue like that. Your star quarterback, your front man, is behind bars. Tell people the truth and let them make their own decisions. Tell people the truth. That's all. That's all. And then you make your own decisions. No heat on him for being incarcerated. That's his soul journey. That's his path. That's his lesson. That's between him and God. I got nothing to do with that. All I'm going to do as a minister is pray, light my candles. Y'all know I'm a witch. I can see. I already saw. Ooh, he had big lessons coming. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. Let me pray for that. The reason you can see big lessons coming for people is because you're supposed to be praying for people. That's why you can see it. So I saw these big lessons coming for him because the way he was carrying it and the way he was conducting himself was not sustainable and was not going to take him and the people who were following him to the win. And it still isn't. I'm telling you right now, if you are in Wakaya perfection, you are on the fucking Titanic. Can I say it any clearer? If you are in Wakaya perfection, you're on the Titanic. Your dreams are not going to come true. You're not going to make the money you think you're going to make. You're not going to rise to the top of the company and sustain and have all these thousands of dollars coming in. And here's how I know. Because I was there and I did it. See, I told you I only talk about things I know about. And I would have never made this video if it had not been for the lies that continue to circulate around Wakaya perfection, and particularly lies that implicate Atara Dallas, myself, and others who were formerly in Wakaya perfection. See, Atara Dallas, I met Atara Dallas in Miami years ago, and I was the one that brought her into Wakaya perfection, knowing she would win, because she's a winner. And she won. She went to the top of the company, became a diamond. I became a diamond. Yay, yay, yay. I grew a business, a whole team, over 2,000 people. Atara was on my team. We was killing it. Atara's going to make money. But I heard a lie circulating that Atara was making $10,000 a month at Wakaya perfection, and that's a lie. I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Now, when you hear information from people, please do ask for documentation. Let us be wise and discerning and ask for documentation. Well, you're telling me this, but can I have some documentation? If somebody is trying to recruit you into Wakaya perfection right now, just ask them for some documentation. See, because documentation beats conversation any day, and this conversation is going to be over in about 2 seconds once I see all your paychecks. Period. End of story. This conversation is going to be over. But I see people posting on social media, and I see people posting in my timeline and others' timeline, oh, I've got this great lifestyle because of Wakaya perfection. That is a bold-faced lie. Somebody just, my wig is snatched. Somebody on Facebook said, oh, I forgot to give the warning that I give sometimes before Reverend Val gets started. I forgot to say, glue down your wig, keep your socks on, hoist up your bra, because I'm about to go in. I forgot. Please forgive me. I forgot to do my requisite warnings before I came with this message, because I knew some wigs was going to fall off. If you got your weave on and all you got is glue, get the stitches, because your weave is going to be off, or your hair's just going to curl straight up on your head, because I ain't even done yet. It gets better. Okay. And already, before I did this, I already knew this video was going to go viral, right? So last year, my spirit said, be out. I was like, okay, spirit, that's what spirit do to me. I'm Abraham, right? It's like, go this way. Okay. Go this way. Okay. And everywhere I go, I learn and I grow and I make new connections. I was probably with Wakaya Perfection to meet Atara Dallas. Now, I already knew Dr. Jatea, and the three of us together, you put the three of us together, forget it. It's game over. The fat lady has some. It's game over. So I love working with my queens. But I'm going to tell you something. If you come for any of us, you're going to have a problem. Don't come for me. Don't come for me nor mine. Don't do it. It's not going to go well for you. So this is what was happening. Woo, this is a story. Child, I'm so happy I'm telling this story. I tell you, speak the truth and shame the devil. The truth sets you free, but first it pisses you off. So here is the next thing. So I left Wakaya Perfection last year, August. Never looked back. Never said anything about it on video. I don't want to talk about nobody. I don't want to slam nobody. Everybody trying to build their business. Fine. Wonderful. I left. Was clean. I gave my whole organization, Dr. Jatea. She was my right-hand woman. I was like, you take the organization. Peace be to you. I love you. Peace. I'm out. I just went on to my own thing, doing my coaching, leading retreats all over the world. You know me. I'm going to travel. I'm going to be in another country practically every month. You know how I roll, right? Months go by. I hear rumors. First of all, Rebecca Garrett said something really powerful. She said, if you are with people and you don't know if it's a relationship or a commissionship, you need to check it. See, some people are in relationships. That means the relationship is about you and the person and love, but whether the company is there or not. But some people are in a commissionship. See, they only love you if you're making commissions for them. But if you ain't making commissions for them, they don't want to hear it. Oh, Lord Jesus, somebody. The Holy Ghost done came in here. Ooh, I said Rebecca Garrett. That's a word. Is it a relationship or is it a commissionship? Because what I know is when I left Wakaya Perfection, Andre Vaughn didn't speak to me if ain't spoke to me since Jesus was on the planet. But we so good when I'm making you money. But we ain't speaking at all if I'm not. Commented on my every post when I was in Wakaya Perfection. But when I'm not in Wakaya Perfection no more, crickets. I don't hear nothing. No happy birthday. no congratulations to your daughter got married. No congratulations to your daughter graduated summa cum laude. No congratulations to your son won artist of the month or whatever. You know, we have a lot of things to celebrate in our family. Not one. Blocked me on Facebook. Okay, block me all you want. I don't care. I didn't even know I was blocked till somebody told me, did you know he blocked you? I was like, for real? It's not my business when people block me. I don't care. I got nothing to do with that. Okay. So I'm like, oh, those people over there having drama, whatever. I'm doing my thing. I hear through the rumor mill, yeah, don't be with Val. Yeah, don't be on her calls and don't be going, because you know I do many programs. Yeah, you don't want to be on her programs. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, whatever. I still didn't say nothing about it. Who cares? God runs my shit. You don't run my shit. Okay. So I keep going. I'm not paying them no attention. Atara Dallas calls me in January, so we're working together. I won't talk about that at all because this is not about that. So we're working together, and we hear all these rumors. Yeah, Atara was making $10,000 a month in Wakaya Perfection. Why would she leave something like that? That's a lie. Wakaya Perfection, the highest month Atara Dallas ever had, she would tell you, was $8,000. The highest month I ever had was somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000. The highest. And we was the top recruiters in the company. And you tell me that you, and we know what we were doing, driving all over the place, doing all these presentations, going here, going there. We was at Mach 10 hair on fire and we wasn't making money. I don't call $5,000, $8,000 money. I don't call that money. I'm very thankful. I'm very appreciative. And trust me, if somebody writes me a check for $5,000 or $6,000, I will cash it. I'm not doing all this for $5,000 or $6,000. I could coach one client for $5,000 or $6,000. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this because I am looking for a huge residual income, which will never happen in Wakaya Perfection. Never happen, because people come in, they see the gig, they leave, It's not sustaining except the old heads that we've been there forever. So I wasn't paying attention to Wakaya Perfection. The rumors keep swirling. I still wasn't paying attention. The rumors continue to swirl. Not getting in it. Doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm in my own lane. I'm building what I'm building. Everyone else builds what they're building. Until this morning. You see, because Atara has been reaching out to people that we have relationships with at Wakaya Perfection. We have relationships with them. And we've been talking to people, just talking to them, just in relationships, just talking to people. People are suffering. They're suffering. And they're suffering thinking they're going to get a win, and they're never going to get a win. And when you say to them, there's a better way, there's something else you could be doing, let's talk about it. They have so much, hold on, I got a little, pardon me, had a little chime going on. They have so much freaking loyalty to something that don't love them. I wrote a book called God is in Love with You. Actually, my first book was God Speaks to Me. And in there, I have a chapter in that book called Chocolate Cake Don't Love Me. Here is a dysfunction of the network marketing industry. You love something that don't love you. You ever been there? You love something that don't love you. That's a recipe for it to whip your tail every freaking which way. You love something that don't love you, and it's never going to love you. But you keep pining after this lover, hoping this lover will one day see you and shower the gifts on you. When the lover got their back to you, the lover will never love you. When you going to wake up and realize that this lover ain't never going to love me? We've all been there, pining after, and it's never going to change, boo. But you keep waking up the next day thinking, maybe this is the day that they recognize I'm the best thing since sliced bread. No, maybe this is the day that you just get your tail whipped around, raked across the coals again. Yeah, maybe that's the day. It's never going to do it. So when you see these people that make all these posts on social about Wakaya Perfection, oh, this is the lifestyle it's affording me, that I get, is lies. Oh, I can do this because I have so much time on my hands because of Wakaya Perfection. You know why you got so much time on your hands for Wakaya Perfection? Because you ain't got nobody in there to do nothing with. Wakaya Perfection afforded you so much time. Yeah, that's why. Because of my lifestyle, Wakaya Perfection. Your lifestyle, Grand Wakaya Club, that is a club where people run around that ain't making no money and hang out together. Period. End of story. I don't think there's anything more for me to say. I've said what I need to say, and I feel a very clear sense in my spirit that I am complete. I love you. I leave this with you to make your own, come to your own conclusions. God bless you. Peace. KAISI out.